Hi, everyone, and welcome to the special simulcast of the Neil Haley Show. Did I say simulcast? Well, it's really trimulcast. But now we have a new show, Wounded Sisters Podcast, with our host, Mary Shearer Eckert. Mary, I'm excited. Now you have a podcast. We're going to take all our old episodes, even though we've launched them every week, and then we'll put them into a podcast and put it all out there, Wounded Sisters Podcast. So I'm excited. But we're just going to keep rolling till we kind of finally put that together. But you have a great topic for us today.
I do. We've been having a lot of floods and everything here in Central Texas, and a lot of people have been affected, not just in my area, which is Mason, the hill country, but the hill country, even out in West Texas and down in South Texas. I mean, devastating floods everywhere. And it's been a week of this happening. And I just got to thinking about if tomorrow never comes, what would you do today? Just food for thought, I want to throw out there. If tomorrow never comes, what would you do today? And I think about that often, about day-to-day living, and so many people get so ahead of themselves about tomorrow. And God has only given us one day at a time. And I want to encourage everyone to get a journal and to start keeping a record of your blessings, because we forget our blessings until something devastating happens and we lose absolutely everything except ourselves. And
Wow.
I just want to encourage everybody, you don't know what tomorrow will bring. Resolve those issues with others today. Write that letter, make that phone call, go visit a loved one who needs to see you. Stop putting things off. We are only given today. Don't get in a position where you lose a person in a flood, which can happen, tornado, anything devastating, car wreck, and you're sitting there in your grief and you're thinking, why didn't I tell them how I felt?
Yeah.
Why didn't I say I love you? Why didn't I not bless them? Don't wait until something bad happens to tell somebody how you feel, because you may not get that day. Start a daily blessing journal and try to replace the negative with the positive. There's so many negative things that can happen in our day, little things like I walked out the door the other day and spilt my coffee. Now I could have let that just completely, totally ruin my day. Or I could say, okay, maybe I didn't need that much coffee. Try to turn a negative into a positive. I know for a fact right now here in Texas that all these floods that have affected so many people, I mean, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people, but there are people coming to their aid. People, my brother, as a matter of fact, has been helping during this flood, helping people and trying to do something positive and come into your neighbor's aid. That is showing Christ's love. When you come together during something like this, as devastating as this is, it may just be making some sandwiches and taking it to the first responders, but just trying to do something positive in something that is horribly negative. I was thinking the other day too about how I heard this from Dr. Jeremiah, as a matter of fact, this morning, because I listened to him. I have a thing on my phone for his messages, and he put something there that said, God shapes each of us differently, not randomly, but intentionally, so that the light of Christ is reflected through our lives in unique ways. And even in our brokenness, our own personal brokenness, we can shine as lights to other people in helpful ways, in reaching out to people every single day. Don't sit at home and say to yourself, why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do that? Get up and do something. Get out there. If it's just a small thing. I remember I have gotten where I love to smile at strangers. Before, I never did. I was very timid, believe it or not. But after being a nurse for so many years, I'm not that timid anymore. But I love to go even in Walmart or shopping or something, and there's a cart coming towards me and some little old lady or something, or even an older man or something. I will look straight at them and smile. Now then they can do one or two things. They could probably think I'm just a crazy old lady and wonder what I'm up to, or they can smile back at me, and that smile will bring a blessing to them and maybe make them smile at somebody else. And it's just a ripple effect. It just goes on and on and on. But I don't care if they don't smile back. That's okay. That's just fine. And I may just say, bless them anyway. But in your brokenness and wounded sisters, it talks about that. It talks about the brokenness. It talks about how you can take that brokenness on your own self and turn it into something positive. But you have got to want to and understand that God is in the middle of it. Even right now, and all the suffering and devastation that's going on here in Texas, there are hundreds of people getting out there helping each other. And that is what humanity is all about. It's not about me, what I want, how I want it. It's not about your personal possessions. It's about giving of yourself and giving of your heart. And don't wait till the last minute to do that. That last minute may never come, and it may come too late. You may lose somebody and you didn't say the words that you should have said, and that will eat you alive. Do it today. Get out there and do it today.
Absolutely. Do it today. I love when you say that because I think that let's just take the perspective. You've taken the perspective of a bad thing that happened, but let's put perspective that you're doing something great and you're on a roll and then one thing hits you. Don't let that bother you. And I'm terrible to say I do let it bother me sometimes. Don't let that bother you. Focus on all the positive things that happen in your life. Let's forget about the negative. And if it's kind of like a disappointment and it didn't go as I planned, don't compare yourself to other people. Compare to say, what kind of life am I living right now that I enjoy? That I'm going to go and just allow one bad thing to happen to make it like everything is bad. And we all do this, Mary. Explain that. Why?
Why? Well, for one thing, people these days have become so self-centered. They're all about themselves, all about their own little world, that they don't look out until something like devastating happens that shakes up their world. They're just selfish. They're just self-centered. And sometimes God allows bad things to happen in our life to knock the props out from under us and say, this is what's going on. What can you do about this? And you can take a negative and you can turn it into a positive, just like you said. Don't dwell on the negative. Do something positive about it. But too many people, because they're so inundated with their own possessions and their own lives, that they don't know how to reach out. And the world is just covering us up with our own selves about this and that, and get this and get that, and have this and have that. That the old-fashioned value of sharing and helping and picking somebody up when they fall and loving people through their hard times, it's been forgotten.
Totally.
And we need to go back to that. It's not about the big people. It's not about the big stuff anymore. It's about the daily existence of helping each other along the way, to be a light, to shine a light in a dark, dark world. I've already talked about that.
Okay. Best place to go is marysheareckert.com. Purchase her book and like and subscribe to the podcast. Appreciate it, Mary. Thanks again.
Thank you.
That was a special Traumacast, the Neil Haley Show, Storehouse Media Group podcast, and Wounded Sisters podcast, guys. Take care.